On the road. Yeah, on the road since I was a kid. Yeah, hi, this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. And you know, we're talking about choosing to have a powerful fourth quarter, or quite frankly, a powerful any time in the future. It's all about choice. It's all about being committed to have your life really work and planning for it. You know, it's pretty cool. You can call in and talk on locally 564-1290 or long distance 866-564-1290. And I forgot to mention earlier, we're streaming. So you can go to www.claynelsonlifebalance.com/watch, WATCH, and you can watch us live on the show there, or you can sign in. Isn't that right, Diego? You can sign in and send emails, and we can talk back and forth live right on the show. So come on, I dare you. Let's party.
We have an email from Carla.
Oh.
And you know, when you talk about fourth quarter stuff, you think about people that are the head of companies.
Yeah.
But I would imagine there's a way that you can incorporate that too in your life, and if you're an employee
Sure.
in a company.
Sure.
Anyway, Carla has
It's
to
just
say.
any human being has
Yeah.
a fourth quarter.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carla says.
It's what happens just before Christmas.
Okay. Get ready for the end of the year.
Depends on your religious beliefs.
Okay. All right.
Could be Hanukkah.
Well, that's
Go
true.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Or Kwanzaa.
Oh my God, you got me.
Okay, so
You win.
Carla says, I do the job I do because I need a job,
Yeah.
not because I love it or am passionate about it or about what I'm doing. Is there a way of getting some excitement around this job that I'm spending 50 hours a week at so that I can stand to have more fun?
Yeah, what would it be like to live all your life doing a job because you had to? What would it be like to shift that from the job I'm doing, I do because I love doing it, all right, because I create it that way, and it pays my bills, you know, and it takes care of the practical planning side of life. So question is who would you have to be to take a have to and turn it into an I love to? That's the real question.
Yeah.
That's where your creative juices come in. You know, and it's not about the job you do, it's about who you are as a human being and how you interact with other people.
So really it's basically just an attitude shift.
Bingo.
And
Now, why couldn't I say that? See, that's what I love about you. You just keep things really simple. Really cool. So it's just an attitude shift. That's all it is. But whose attitude would have to shift?
well, hers.
Hers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most people look for the shift to occur out there for them, you know. The world has to be different. We have to have a different president. The war has to stop. Gas prices have to come down. Taxes have to be less. I have to weigh less, all right? You know, McDonald's has to stop serving such good food.
Yeah.
Or what do you call
Tasty
it?
food.
Yeah, has to change the oil that goes on the French fries, whatever.
Yeah.
It's always them. And the truth is change can only occur in your life by what you do and how you change.
Right. And I see that, you know, if Carla does make the shift, her attitude shift to, you know, playful out in the
Yeah.
job that she's got that
Yeah.
she's not real passionate about.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, then possibly it's time for her to start looking for another job.
Yeah, or remember, one of the things we teach all the time in the workshops, honey, is if you're stuck and you can't get past where you're stopped, what's the one thing you can do?
Ask for help.
Ask for help. So she needs to ask either the person she works for, just, hey, you know, I love working here. I don't want to leave. And respectfully, I need the money, but this job doesn't light me up anymore. Is there something else I could take on, or is there a position I could take that's different than what I've got? So just ask for help. And any good employee, I don't care what you do, if you're consistent and good and have a smile on your face, believe me, the person you're working for wants to keep you. So they're going to help you move on into some place that keeps you happy. Right? Now think about this. What if we got the whole planet happy and sent them to work? What would happen to work in the world? Think
Would
about
be
that.
Happy work.
You'd be happy. Yeah, it'd be happy work.
I
But
mean, you get more work done in less time.
get a
I
ton
feel.
more work done in less time. Then what would you do? You'd have more time for yourself. Think about that.
So she could cut her 50 hours a week down to 40.
She
or
could.
35.
She could.
Yeah.
You know, she could. So
Okay.
think about that. All right, that's a good question.
Okay.
All right, now where we were was.
Thanks, Carla.
Yeah, thank you, Carla. And thank you, Susan. So now we're looking at, and I wanted to do today's show on having a powerful fourth quarter or a powerful any time of your life, and use what the Olympians, what do you call it? The participants in
The Olympic athletes.
Olympic athletes, thank you. What they have to do, what they have to commit to. I mean, think about being an Olympic athlete. You spend 4 years or 8 years of your life preparing for 15 minutes. Or in some cases, Phelps, what's the swim time? 5 minutes? You know?
I don't know.
What's the young lady did the balance beam, got the gold medal? I
She
mean,
probably spent a couple minutes on.
I mean,
on it.
this is her second or third Olympics, and she said she went out there and she said, you know, this is my last shot. I got to make it work. And you could see in her eyes she was playing full out, and she knocked him dead. It was just terrific, and the smile she had on her face was
cool.
clear all the way through to her heart. She, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
how are you going to beat that? It's like being an astronaut and you go to the moon and you come back home. There's not too much that will beat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
So what's my next goal?
yeah, what's my, yeah, really. So think about this now. Michael Phelps, an American swimmer, you know, he's passionate about swimming. He's passionate about winning. And he sets out to do what he's passionate about. Think about that now. And now he sets up to be really lit up. He's got to get 8 gold medals. Now he goes and does that. Now what's the next thing he's going to do? And he's interviewed and he says, you know, I want to start getting this pool company going where we introduce pools in the kids so we can make the sport be bigger in the world. You know, competitive swimming. Because competitive swimming is not that, you know, it's in high schools, it's in some colleges, but it's not like football or soccer or,
Right.
you know, those
It
kind of
doesn't
games.
have the audience attendance.
Yeah,
is
so he
big.
wants to raise the bar of the visibility of swimming and the power of swimming and the athletics that required and the commitment required to swim. And, you know, and that's what I did in high school. And, well, I didn't call it swimming, I called it floating. And mostly on my back asking for, you know, soft drinks and stuff. But it worked out pretty cool, you know. So Michael Phelps is a perfect example. Now think about Michael Phelps' life after the 8th gold medal he's won. No, he's actually got, is it 11? I think it's 11 gold medals, but he got his 8th personal. And think about
Oh, you mean
what
the other ones are with
yeah,
team?
Yeah.
Okay.
So think about what his life is going to be like. Think about that. I mean, that guy's going to be.
He's going to be able to endorse just about anything that has to do with
Yeah,
swimming.
his life is just totally altered. Now, how do we handle staying sane, being a star, going from somebody that's going to attempt, they're successful in the attempt, and it makes them a worldwide star overnight? Think about that. What are you going to do? How are you going to manage that? And what would it be like to have a life where all you have before you is just the 4th quarter? And all you have to do is get happy living through the 4th quarter. I mean, it puts it into perspective, right? Can you think about that? So it'd be easy. All you have to do is understand that, you know, the life you're living, there's always somebody who has it harder than you do. The life you're living, there's always somebody else that stopped before you are. And all you have to do is engage your imagination, believe in what you believe in. And then you got to be unstoppable. Can you get that? Pretty cool, huh? I mean, how did I get here in 64 years? I mean, I've been training for 63 and a half years. You get it?
Yeah. I
Okay,
got it.
so now, how much longer before we have to go to break? Got 2 minutes. All right, so another thing that Michael Phelps is doing, and I really want you to get this, is that it is a lot of work, but he wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't fun. I mean, he's having a blast. Do you ever see him at any time in all of the Olympics where he didn't have a smile on his face? Everybody got to see his teeth aren't straight. No, it's true. I mean, the guy's smiling all the time.
Yeah.
You know, he's smiling when the race is over. He's smiling before the race starts. He's got his iPod on or somebody listens to music. He's rocking. And he's got it timed so he takes his one ear plug out, one ear, you know, microphone out. And then he gets on the block, takes the other microphone out, hands his piece away, and off he goes.
And he's done.
He's
Yep.
having fun. He's done.
Yep.
What are you going to say?
Well, I just kind of put this all into perspective. Because that playing at the top of your game isn't always easy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that it can be difficult. You know, you can still keep having fun.
Yeah. So, you know, it doesn't make a difference how hard or easy it is. The amount of fun you have has nothing to do with how hard the job is. In fact, the more fun you have doing the hard job, the faster the hard job gets complete. Wow, ooh, that was good, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds like some
Plus,
quote that
I
should be
think-
said somewhere, huh?
Plus, I think that the more you work at something you really strive and you love what you're doing and you finally hit your goal, and it's a huge goal, and you don't know if you're going to make it or not. And when you actually make it, it's just like, whoa.
Well, you know, I was just thinking, remember we had Karen Weingart on the show? And she really came from what she believes and what the Lord, you know, has her believe. And she believes in what she believes so much, it happens.
Yes.
So think about this. It's not about hard or easy. It's about degree of belief, which is really what is your level of commitment.
Yep.
So
Your
it's
amount
really
of
cool.
faith
It's
and-
really cool. So you
yeah.
really do have a say in how your life turns out. You just have to believe who's in the mirror. Okay, I've got to take a break, whether I believe it or not. And so this is the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290. When you come back, we're going to talk about some more comparisons between what an Olympic athlete has to go through and what we're going through in the fourth quarter of 08. Got it right that time, huh?
Yes, you did.
Come on back.